Hi, everyone. Welcome. We'll get started in just a moment. You see some people still coming in. Thank you for being here on a Friday afternoon with us. We're excited to share family math with you. Cook, play, sing, create family math fun with little ones. We still see some people coming in, so we'll give it just a moment. Feel free to let us know who you are in the chat, where you're joining from. Some NorCal people. All right, it looks like our participant number is starting to slow down a little, so I think we might be okay to get started. You are in the family math session with PBS SoCal called Cook, Play, Sing, Create, Family Math Fun with Little Ones. We are thrilled that you joined us today. We're going to take a moment and introduce ourselves and orient a little bit to who we are as PBS SoCal, and then dive into family math. I'm Rosemary Miller. I'm Senior Director of Early Learning here at PBS SoCal. In my role, I oversee all of our programming and initiatives for families and children 0 to 8 years old. Prior to this role, I was an elementary classroom teacher for many years and also dabbled in ed tech. And I'm very excited to be here and joined by my colleague, Daniela.
Hi, good morning or good afternoon, everyone. My name is Daniela Valenzuela. I am one of the early learning coordinators here at PBS SoCal. It's nice to be here with you on a Friday afternoon. I hope you guys enjoy the session, and I cannot wait to get to know you guys a little bit more as well.
And we are here as PBS SoCal, but just a note that we are not doing things that are only specific to Southern California. As PBS SoCal, we are the primary PBS station that serves this region. So for us, that means all the way up through Santa Barbara County, out to San Bernardino and down to the San Diego County line and everything in between. But I saw some people from NorCal, so maybe you're joining us and your KQED or your KVCR is your local station. We all know each other. We all talk to each other. Whether you are a local PBS station that's from California or from outside California, welcome. As public media, it is our role to serve early childhood families, providers, educators, and children with high quality educational content that we make available to the community for free. And one of those programs that we're thrilled to talk to you about today is Family Math. That was a program developed out of PBS SoCal and is available for use by anyone, anywhere across the country and beyond.
Thank you, Rosemary. Here's a quick agenda for today's workshop. We're going to go over what family math is. We're going to go over family math activities, family math songs. We're going to go over our family math cooking counts new series. We're going to go over a recipe activity. We're going to dive into the family math toolkit, and at the end, we'll reserve it for Q&A. But please feel free to type in any questions in the Q&A box at any moment, and then also if you want to on the chat as well. Thank you. So what we know about family math really quick, right? Early math research, right here, we read that early math is just as important as early reading. Benefits of early math experiences always add up. Combining math with music leads to higher test scores, according to review of 50 years of research. Early math skills predict later academic success. So here we see the importance of early math skills for preschoolers. So the Family Math Initiative focuses on fostering early math skills because there's a wealth of research that has shown that early math skills predict children's learning, their outcomes in elementary school as well in high school and well beyond the early years, right? Disparities in children's early math knowledge are apparent in preschool, and they persist as children progress in school. Studies show that children who struggle with basic math when they enter kindergarten will continue to struggle through their school career. So this struggle can be further amplified if parents have discomfort or anxiety with math. Children's math knowledge depends on the math learning opportunities children have in their home environment. So our mission is to bring math to as many families, right, as we can, fun, high quality opportunities that is offered in an accessible and equitable way. So here we know what we know about math. Again, like we said, the early math skills are a critical predictor to children's later success in school. Math knowledge can develop anywhere and anytime, not just in a classroom, not just in front of a desk, not just in front of I forgot it's called a blackboard or a right in worksheets, right? Math is really anywhere. Increasing math learning opportunities in the home increases children's math knowledge. So here is our theme. Math is anywhere and everywhere in our daily lives, right? From cooking to driving to reading, walking, shopping, it's everywhere. Families are already the experts. So the families that you serve are already the experts in math, right? They include sorting as you're doing laundry, as they are sorting out groceries, right? We're grouping objects together by their characteristics like color, shape, and size. And there are hundreds of objects in our home. I don't know if you can think of one object in your home that you sort, right? Like socks, cans, and the pantry, books, maybe rocks in the playground, maybe crayons that you guys sort in the classroom. So the list goes on and on. So what are some ways that you use sorting in your family? Maybe you can type it in the chat and we can read off our colleagues' answers. Stuffed animals, that's a good one, right? From tallest to shortest, from texture, right? That's a perfect way to sort. Remote controls, ooh, probably have a lot of those at home. um, Coins, recycle items, laundry, perfect. Thank you guys so much for sharing. So let's talk a little bit about why families make a difference in our workspace, right? So children spend more time with their families, especially during their crucial developmental stages of early childhood, right? And during these stages, families can practice expressing interest and positivity to set the tone for how a child is going to learn, right? Through our family math program, we're able to guide the parents and the caregivers to learn how to play a pivotal role in their children's success in early math, learning to engage in positive math-related experiences that builds math knowledge, math interest, and most importantly, math positivity. Here we read that children spend most of their time with families more than anyone else, right? So that's why it's important for us to guide our families in positive experiences. I see everybody is sorting. We're in a sorting mood this morning. Thank you guys. So family math, what is the family math mission? Our mission is to facilitate children's and families' development in math knowledge, math confidence, and math positivity, right? Sometimes when we think of math, just even the word, we either get like a lump in our throat. I don't know if anybody has felt that, or like maybe some little a feeling in our belly, or you get a little bit tense, when you hear the word math, right? But our experience has been that, our parents, like we said, are the experts, right? So we're not teaching anything new. We're just enhancing what they already know. And our goal is to prepare learners for kindergarten and ensure that their future through the development of math knowledge, confidence, and positivity, and leadership skills while supporting the family math engagement, both at home and out of home settings. Okay, so we want to let families know that they are already doers of math and makers of math, right? Some families are unsure of where to start, and we aim to help families realize that many of their routines are already a perfect place to introduce math. So they don't have to make a separate time to do math. They don't have to create a whole agenda on how are we going to do math. They don't have to tell the child, let's do math, because they're already doing it, right? So as we build our math community, we expand ideas of math and develop in informal ways to engage in positive math activities with our children. So next, we want to show you guys a little bit about what the family math program is all about. We are a multi-platform, bilingual content, full of activities, full of resources for educators and families, right? You guys are at the center of it. You guys are working directly with families. So we have provided and created resources for you to take to your place of classroom, or if it's a nonprofit, or if you're in a home daycare, right? We have activity sheets that you can print out that, and we'll go a little bit in depth into each one of these. We have workshops in person and virtually. We have printable games that you can share with families so that they can play on a weekend or on a night, especially now in the summer, right? A little bit of downtime. We do have a list of digital games that you're able to play that are math related. We are on your socials. Please follow us and like us on Instagram. Like and subscribe on our YouTube, and we'll go into that a little bit more. And also for you guys, we have a book list, both bilingual English and Spanish list that you can share with your families. And we did develop the Family Math program, and we made sure that it was aligned with the California Preschool Foundation, California Common Core Standards, and the Head Start Early Learning Outcomes Framework. And it covers the 6 foundational math topics, which are number sense and counting, shapes, sorting and collecting, patterns. My favorite one is spatial sense. And then the last one is measurement. So these are the 6 topics that we know that they overlap and they build on one another. They do not exist as isolated ideas, right? We can be talking about patterns and also spatial sense. We can be talking about measurement and counting at the same time. So all of our activities, you'll see that they overlap and they build on each other. In your resources, we will be sharing our list of learning goals so that you know and understand, right, what the learning goal of each topic is. We're going to be talking a little bit about what spatial sense is, or sentido espacial in Spanish. And I'll share a little bit about what if you ever want to cover, or when you want to cover that activity, you'll be able to have all the resources at hand. So here we see in our family math activity printable, right? The activity here is the binoculars with cardboard tubes. And our goal has always been that any of our activities that we create, that they are accessible, meaning that parents can use what they have at home. They don't have to go out and shop for something, for certain supplies, or they don't have to go out and search, for expensive supplies. Anything that we use, we can find at home. So here we find that in the worksheet, you'll find in the corner the topic of the activity, which is spatial sense. You'll have the learning goal, which is to describe spatial words to describe the object. Well, the supplies that you'll need, the steps to create the activity. There's a QR code so you can watch the video of the activity, which is the video that is currently playing. And then we also have some talking points at the end so that families can have conversations about the activities that they're creating with their child, with their student, right? And then we always have a book suggestion. We always have a book suggestion that they can, either go to the library, check out a book, or if you want to provide that book in your classroom that talks about that topic, you can go ahead and look at that recommendation. And we always tie our activities to an online learning game. One of our PBS games, for example, and this one is the Cat in the Hat, knows a lot about that, Bridgerama. So they're constructing bridges using spatial sense. So a family can go ahead and check that out on online as well. And then we'll go over just really quick. We just wanted to show you guys a different activity. This is using newspaper. Also talks about spatial sense. We're constructing towers, or we're constructing any structure, and using spatial sense words as well. There's the activity, the video that the families can watch, a few talking points that the families can ask, and then again a book, and an online game, which is Hungry Pirates by Peckless Cap. And then I'll pass it over to Rosemary to go ahead and talk about the music videos. What is new and up and coming with Family Math?
Yeah, this is a fun one. I get a fun portion of the presentation. I'm excited. So we recently released a set of 6 music videos that go along with our 6 strands that Daniela was talking about for Family Math. And we're going to dive a little bit deeper into one of the music videos, but you can find them all on YouTube. Our handle is @FamilyMathKids. And we didn't preface at the beginning, but we're going to show you where to find all of these materials at the end in our Family Math Toolkit. So rest assured, if you see something that you're interested in downloading or getting access to, we will definitely show you how to do that. All right, so continuing with the theme of spatial sense today, and Daniela and I are talking a lot about spatial sense because we hear from families that this is one of those math topics that needs a little bit of demystifying, but then once you realize what spatial sense is, especially in the preschool years, you're like, oh yeah, I can do that. I know what that is. I do that all the time. So we're gonna take a look at our spatial sense song. Let's sing and go. Here's the chorus. We're going to preview the chorus for you a little bit. And then it is a Friday, so we're going to ask you to please join us in a little sing along and dance along for the spatial sense song. So in the beginning, it goes, we raise our hands up, 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 wave them over our heads, wiggle down, 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 and then clap between our legs. Does anyone see any spatial reasoning words in there? Any vocabulary that would signify spatial sense? You can let us know in the chat. When we were writing these family math songs, this was the hardest one to write because writing a song about shapes, we could talk about corners and sides, and writing a song about patterns, we could make patterns with claps and noises. Writing a song about spatial sense and still making it fun and snappy was a little bit challenging, but it ends up being fun. I see everybody in the Thank you. So as you listen to our spatial sense song that's called The Math Dance for Fun, please feel free to sing and dance along. Or if you're more inclined to chat any spatial vocabulary you hear in the chat, you can do that as well. All right, here we go.
We raise our hands up, 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 wave them over our heads. Wiggle down, 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 then clap between our legs. We raise our hands up, 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 wave them over our heads. Wiggle down, 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 then clap between our legs. Up, over, down, between. Get up, everybody, we're moving to the beat. Listen. Down, 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 shake it to the ground. Jump up with our hands out, then spin around. We point and look down, 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 shake it to the ground. Jump up with our hands out, then spin around. Oh, down, up, around and around. Come on, everybody, we're moving right now. Listen, and you know where your body needs to go. The steps to take, the moves to make. Show me where to go. Show me where to go.
So hopefully you had fun dancing and wiggling to that song with us. And hopefully it's stuck in your head in the best way possible. Like I said, you can find all of these music videos on our new YouTube page @FamilyMathKids. I'll leave this up here for just a moment. As Daniela was sharing at the beginning of Family Math, it's very multi-platform. So we do have a whole workshop model. We have those activities that Daniela was sharing. We have printable games and digital games. And when we thought about what could we add to the Family Math ecosystem to really round out an opportunity for families to co-view something together, music videos came to mind. We also have the songs themselves on Spotify, Apple Music, and Amazon Music. If you are in a context where you like to just play music around kids and don't necessarily want to watch the music video, the songs themselves are available on those platforms. And everything's also available in Spanish. So we actually pre-recorded this session in Spanish that's running simultaneously, where we're showing all of these resources in Spanish. But rest assured that anything we share today is also available in Spanish. We have a song guide that we created to go with the music videos as well. So not meant for you to be able to necessarily read all of it right now, but this is one of those other tools that we have available in the toolkit where we talk about the learning goal behind each song, the key vocabulary, and then an idea for families or providers or educators or caregivers to keep the learning going after the song. Now, on to another new thing for us. This year has been a lot of building out new facets of family math and parts of this program. We again thought about what could be another way to highlight math that families likely are already doing together while meeting a need that many parents of children have, myself included, which is I'm running out of ideas of fun recipes and snacks to make, and I want to involve my child in the kitchen and make it a fun, joyful experience. So we thought about a mathy cooking show called Cooking Counts for grown-ups and littles. And it stars Patty and Oliver, an authentic mother and son, who are playing together and creating recipes and finding the math moments in them. So we're going to go ahead and share this episode of Strawberry Smoothie Bowls. And a little disclaimer, we're going to be doing an activity in a little bit. So take note of any math you see being pulled out in this episode, how this recipe becomes a mathy recipe, because we'll be coming back to that in a little bit. So here are Strawberry Smoothie Bowls.
Hi, I'm Patty.
And I'm Oliver.
And this is
Cooking Counts,
a mathy cooking show for grown-ups and littles.
Today we're making strawberry smoothie bowls.
A delicious way to incorporate fruits into your everyday. Are you ready, Oliver?
Yes, I am.
So let's go ahead and we're gonna need 1.5 cups of low-fat Greek yogurt. So let's get our measuring cups. Here's 1 cup.
So we're gonna get 1 big scoop. So we're gonna go.
That's right. And then when you get that scoop, you can just throw it into the mixing bowl here.
Dump that.
And then get the 1/2 cup measuring cup. There we go, it's there for you.
And get a big scoop. Ooh, it's all wet.
Okay, scoop it in and dump it into the mixing bowl. You're now going to help me and cut 3 cups of strawberries. So 3 cups of strawberries and about 3 strawberries make 1 cup, meaning we need
9 strawberries.
9 strawberries. Can you help me count?
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Ready to cut?
Yes, I am.
And Oliver's going to be using a kid-friendly knife, which you can find at your local store. Awesome, thank you. Let's cut those in half.
And 2.
Let me help you to dump these strawberries into the blender. How many slices is that?
2.
2 slices, great. And this snack is perfect for as an after-school snack. It's a perfect midday snack, especially on the weekends. And it's so quick to do and your little ones can help you at home. We're going to puree the strawberries and we're going to add a little bit of water to the blender just to get the strawberries going. Oliver, do you want to turn the blender on?
Yes, I do.
Go ahead and press this button here. There we go. Okay, so now we're going to pour the strawberry puree into the yogurt. And while you're mixing, I am going to add 1 teaspoon of agave. Use my measuring spoons here. 1 teaspoon. There we go. Mix, mix, mix. And 1/4 teaspoon of vanilla extract.
If you want it super sweet, you add lots of it. If you want a little bit sweet,
Let me help
you add
you.
a little bit of it. If you just don't want sweetness, just don't have it in.
And then stir with me. What color did this turn into?
Pink.
That's right.
Like white mixed with red equals pink.
Okay, so now we're gonna get ready to prepare our toppings. And you need 1 banana and Oliver, do you want to go ahead and cut this banana for me? Let me just unwrap it. Here you go. And while you're cutting, I'm going to continue mixing to make sure that the agave and the vanilla extract and the puree are nicely mixed together. And what shape are these banana slices?
Short cylinders.
Short cylinders. Now we're gonna prepare these delicious
Yummy.
smoothie bowls. Let me go ahead. Now we're going to add our delicious toppings. I'm going to add banana, coconut, banana, and then what do you think I'm gonna add again?
Coconut.
That's right, coconut. I'm creating a topping pattern. Oliver, what are your toppings?
Banana, banana, coconut, banana, banana,
And coconut.
and then a bunch of coconut.
Bunch of coconut. We're gonna add a drizzle of honey. Do you want honey on yours?
Yes, I do.
A drizzle of honey.
It's all golden and
This is going to bring all the flavors together. There we go. Are you ready, chef?
yes. Bon appetit.
Like and subscribe to get more ideas on quick meals full of math moments.
And get more easy recipes that kids can make home, just like I did.
And tell us how it went.
We want to see.
Send us your photos and favorite recipes to familymath@pbssocal.org.
So that was an episode of Cooking Counts. They're all around 5 minutes, maybe even a little bit shorter, so not too long. Our goal was creating a show that we hope parents, caregivers, providers can co-watch with children should they want to, that it could be fun and engaging for all age levels. Thank you to those who have been spotting the math throughout the episode. We see you in the chat.
Hi, I'm Patty.
All right. And when we released Cooking Counts, we had also, our team was working on an activity book that could accompany it. A year or so ago, we made our first family math activity book, which when we print it is a bilingual flip book. So we've included it as one of the resources in this session. And when you open it, it might look like you're opening a Spanish version. The English is in there. It's actually just flipped. And so when you print it, you can have both languages in the same booklet. And then when we were thinking about this theme of math in the kitchen, we created another family math activity book called Math in the Kitchen, and has tons of activities around sorting, patterns, spatial sense counting, all 6 of those topics, and links to some of our games as well in there. All right, Danielle, I'm going to pass it back on over to you for activity.
Thank you, Rosemary. It was fun reading all of the comments in the chat. Our participant, Natalie, said that she tried to rewind the video because she was so engaged and forgot she was in the workshop. Thank you for sharing that. Thank you guys, for those of you guys that responded. We're gonna go ahead and break you guys out into breakout rooms for about, looking at the time, maybe about 7 minutes. We're going to come up with a recipe of our own, one that you already know, and then maybe make a list of ways that you can make that a mathy cooking experience. So you saw how Patty and her son Oliver created a simple smoothie bowl, and Patty was able to take out the math of that in that experience. So we want to go ahead and see if you guys can incorporate as many of the family math topics as you can. So counting, sorting, patterns, shapes, and spatial sense and measurement. So we're going to go ahead and break you guys out into groups of, I think, about 4 or 5. And we'll see you guys back here in about 7 minutes.
It can be super simple, like eggs.
Yes, simple recipes, please.
Simple recipes.
No, it's something you can do with a young one, probably. Yeah.
Yeah. We'll see you soon. We're excited to see what
you
you
soon. Yeah. And no pressure if you are not able to go into a breakout room. If you want to make that list on your own, that is totally fine as well. I know sometimes we're either, driving, or you are unable to join. That is totally okay. Rita says she doesn't have a breakout button. Okay, let me see. How do you go into a breakout room? You are assigned to, you can go into the breakout room tab at the bottom if you're on a computer and click on the breakout room. And you can probably just join any of the breakout rooms available. No, they were not created in any particular order.
You might need to click the 3 dots on the Zoom bar to see the breakout room function. No. Oh, I'm sorry,
Okay,
Rebecca, that
thank
it's not
you.
showing up on your end.
We'll see if we can get some help out in a little bit.
I don't see them. So sometimes the control panel for Zoom is at the top or the bottom of your screen. Let's
Let me
see.
see. There should be a, Haley says there should be a prompt at the top of the screen to join our breakout room. Okay. Okay. Maybe we can manually assign you.
Yeah, let's try that.
You guys can also, yeah, that's a great idea, Julie. You can share an idea in the chat. Again, if you feel like that's okay too, if you want to share the idea on the chat. No pressure. That video did make me hungry. Now I know what I'm gonna have for lunch. I do have all of those ingredients handy today. Debbie said, shared a solar s'more. She said, we live in the desert and the sun provides the heat to melt the chocolate. And what can you talk about? What mathy idea can you share, Debbie? That sounds so good too. I'm down for chocolate at any time of the day, any season. Stacking patterns. Make a friendship fruit salad. Oh, I love that. Okay, cutting the fruit into parts and fractions. Personal trail mix.
Lemonade. I know we don't think about lemonade. It's a recipe. So many wonderful opportunities in there to practice math. Oh, s'mores. That would be some good sorting too, sorting all those different layers and making patterns.
Fruit kebab patterns. Ice cream in a plastic bag. Oh, you make the ice cream in the bag. I love that. I think this was a perfect workshop for this time of the afternoon. We're all getting lunch
It's making me
ideas.
really hungry. We were right at lunchtime, so I don't know about anyone else, but I didn't eat lunch yet, and now I'm like really hungry.
Debbie, look at that. She has another idea. She said pizza faces using English muffins.
We have another episode of Cooking Counts where we're making burrito bowls and we have shredded cheese and we're talking about the different colors in the shredded cheese and the different sizes. Made me think of that with your pizza face.
I've never thought about doing a pizza with English muffin.
So good. It's like a spin on a pizza bagel. I used to eat pizza bagels a lot as a kid.
That's true. The personal trail mix, pretzels, raisin cereal, vegetable soup. Ooh.
We have one of our family math videos where we're showing how you can do math in a home context is around fruit. They're making patterns of fruit kebabs, making patterns, making sandwiches. Yeah, recipes do not need to be complicated, especially for little ones. Minimal ingredients, minimal steps.
Kathy shared her personal trail mix recipe was with pretzels, raisins,
Oh,
and whatever
nice.
cereal a child likes. And then you can compare the length, maybe and count as you combine.
Nice.
That's Good idea. Thank you guys for sharing. Now I need that ice cream in a plastic bag recipe. Vegetable soup. It's never too hot for soup. We love soup.
Mhm.
Peanut butter balls. Oh, add chocolate chips and sprinkles. Peanut butter balls.
Little protein balls. That's a great idea. Popsicles. Yeah, we often forget about making popsicles in the summer. Just a few simple ingredients. Although my children have a hard time with the waiting portion of the popsicles. Constantly checking, and then we're breaking the ice and they have to refreeze.
Okay. Thank you for that recommendation, Rebecca. Ooh, homemade ice cream in the bag. There is a link. She dropped the link. Okay. Thank you. So what about, I don't know, I kind of lost track of time with all these yummy recipes.
I know.
Haley, if you can tell me, you can tell us when our breakout rooms are going to come back, and maybe they're over there making their own lunch menus out there in the breakout rooms.
People needed to take a little break for some real food.
Okay.
3 minutes left.
What do you think, Rosemary?
Let's give it
Do you
one
think
more
everybody
minute.
shared? Yeah, okay.
Give it one more minute.
We should make sure we write these down for our future videos.
I know.
Future
Can we
ideas.
capture the chat afterwards?
Yeah. Maybe you guys can hashtag family math cooking counts.
Some ideas. It's amazing. I don't know, as a parent, I often find that I'm running out of ideas for even just snacks. Like I always default to the same. And then you get in a room with other people and you start throwing around ideas like, great, now I just have 100 new ideas of things I can put in the lunchbox on Monday. It's awesome.
Egg in a bag while camping.
Oh, that's cool.
That is really cool. Oh, talk about how it changes from a liquid to solid. I love that idea. Michelle says making pizza, it incorporates measurement and patterns with toppings and shapes as well. There is a digital game from Peck Plus Cat where she creates pizza for her different customers. And that's what it reminded me of, the pizza making. We can link that game too. I'll look for it.
Oh, sorry, Angela, that you were alone in your breakout room. Well, come join us. We're about to close them, but we've had some of our friends in the main room here dropping in some cool ideas for ice cream and pizza and lemonade. Right, Haley, I think we're good to start in breakout rooms. Daniela, I'm not able to tell if people are coming back in. I don't know if you can.
They're coming back in, yeah. Here's the pizza game, digital pizza game, the Peck Plus Cat. Shauna says, we're back. I cannot
Oh,
wait to
yay. Okay,
hear
you're back.
your
We can't see you.
recipes.
So we're so curious if anyone would like to share in the chat what recipe your group talked about and any mathy ways or math concepts that you highlighted in your recipe. Oh, they're saying that it was nice to connect with people in a breakout room. You are hearing for some people who stayed back in the main room, some ideas around making pizzas, but making lemonade, right? Seems simple, but there are steps and simple ingredients there. Fruit kebabs. You could do crackers with meat and cheese.
Crackers.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
think
lemon.
Claudia Casares raised her hand. I'm going to go ahead and allow her to share her recipe.
Okay.
Claudia, if you want to go ahead and unmute yourself. Let's see if we're able to. Ask to unmute. Okay.
If anyone
If
else.
not, that's
like
okay. Yeah. If
share.
you, oh, there she goes. Oh, she's not. No.
Maybe I can say, but if you'd
Maybe
like
it
to
was
share.
earlier.
any more-
Patricia wants to
There we go.
talk.
Okay.
Okay, we just did a simple one like the ants on the log, and then you could count the little raisins that you put on there. But at the same time, if you do it with the celery, you could probably do different sizes, and they could do the measurements for that. So just something simple.
Yeah, thank you so much, Patricia, for sharing. I have Nikki. Let's see.
So I was sharing that I make a simple fruit dip with my grandkids, and it's super simple for them to help with. And then we make sugar cookies, and they spread the dip on the sugar cookie, and then they use berries to create a pattern. So we can talk about shapes, colors, measurement, all kinds of things.
I love that. Thank you so much, Nikki. That's such a good idea to have them do it, have them spread the not the icing. You didn't use icing. What did you use? The frosting, right?
Fruit
Frosting?
dip.
No. Fruit dip. Okay, yeah. Much healthier than what I was thinking. Thank you so much, Nikki. I think I have Patricia Ramirez. Let's see what her recipe is.
I just share mine, but I think our group had some other ones on there. They did. We were talking about Play-Doh, just making Play-Doh and having the kids.
Oh yeah, pretend cooking. That's fun. Awesome. Thank you, Patricia.
I saw in the chat that someone was talking about their group talked about chocolate overnight oats, and we have someone joining from Oahu. So hello and welcome. Sounds like that group had a really fun time.
I know. I'm gonna have to save that chat because you guys have some pretty amazing ideas and recipes, and we hope that you guys had fun. We did this not on purpose on lunchtime, during lunchtime, but if you guys need some ideas for what to have for lunch, there is your list, a grocery list right there. But thank you guys for sharing.
Thank you. That was really fun. So we're almost headed into the end of our session. And Danielle and I will also be doing one of the speaker Q&A sessions from 1 to 1:30, where we actually get to see you. So if you're interested in chatting more, please come find us there. But like we said, all of these resources, everything we shared today can be found in the Family Math Toolkit. And there's the website and a QR code. I'm going to share it with you so you can see what it looks like. You have to register. So I've already registered, which is why I don't have that button, but it's very simple and quick. You only have to do it once. Everything in here is free. And everything in here is also co-brandable, meaning that you'll see the Family Math logo on it, but you won't see a PBS SoCal logo on anything. And that's because we invite your organization to put your organization's logo next to the Family Math logo, if that would be helpful. And everything is downloadable and bilingual in English and Spanish. So we have a great welcome guide, those learning goals that Daniela highlighted. Just wanted to share quickly that you're able to search and filter this way. So let's say that you really wanted to find activities on shapes. There pop up all of our activities on shapes, and you can get the activity PDFs, which Daniela shared some of those earlier by clicking there. in English and Spanish, or you can go directly to the videos, which you can download the videos or see them on YouTube. We also have learning overviews that I wanted to share. So a learning overview would talk about the different steps that a child goes through as they're learning about shapes. So that can be a helpful resource for families as well. And let's reset my filters for a second. We've got those printables. So we've got the activity sheets, we've got the printable activity books that we talked about, printable games, you can see here. And then one last thing I'll share is that, let's say you didn't want to have to go bit by bit in the toolkit and you wanted to be able to download multiple things at once. You can see zip files here. We've zipped all of the resources that are tagged as shapes into one folder, and all the number, sense, and counting, and all the measurement, all 6 of the topics. So it'll take a couple minutes to download because there are videos in there, but you are able to download everything at once. And I'm going to quickly head back on over. You'll notice there's also a LEAD a workshop section. So if you are interested in hosting family math workshops, we have a pretty extensive guide that goes through all the steps of that. And then we have the Google Slides here and facilitator guides in English and Spanish. So you would just come on in, make a copy of the slides. There are some instructions at the beginning walking you through everything. And then you've got your slides here that are family facing to be able to do a workshop, and the guides as well. I've been answering some questions in the Q&A. We welcome you to explore these resources. If you're interested in having a follow-up conversation with us around Train the Trainer or anything like that, please feel free to reach out. And we'd be happy to talk more, and we'll put our contact info at the end here. I just wanted to share before we wrap up here, we've been collecting impact data around family math for the over 4 years that we've been implementing the program, to show that it works, to show that it's actually moving the needle for kids and families. And so we've been able to reach over 8,500 families over these past 4 years. And we see these statistically significant increases around knowledge of foundational math skills, confidence, and positivity after completing family math workshops. And here's a quote from one of our parent participants who talks about her own confidence increasing as a result of joining us. We really try to combine joyful, playful, hands-on learning, making math fun, but really empowering parents and caregivers that they're likely already doing all of this. We're just drawing attention to it and empowering them to take ownership of it and do it even more. So a big thank you to all who have supported family math over the years and allowed it to become what it is. And with just about a minute left, we will put our contact up on the screen so you can reach us at familymath@pbssocal.org. It goes right to us. So you're seeing the people who would be receiving the emails. So please feel free to reach out if there's ever anything we can do to support as you're looking through family math. And like I said, Danielle and I will be in one of the Q&A sessions coming up in about 5 minutes. Thank you for joining us. Daniela, anything else you'd like to add? Anything I missed?
No, nothing you missed, but I seen the Q&A people are wondering about the survey. I think that will, I don't have that answer, but I think if you hang around, or they'll be sent to you, but all of our links that we share, all of our resources are available to you, or we'll are in there. I don't know if you see a resource tab on your end, but they are available for you once you get the email recording and whatnot. The survey is in the lobby.
Yeah.
Can't open the link.
They send a Google link, it sounds like. So maybe when you go out of this session and back to the homepage, you'll see it there.
Thank you guys so much for helping us answer that question. Thank you, Sherry. The surveys are on the homepage, lobby page. Okay. Thank you guys so much. Have a great lunch. And yeah, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful weekend. Have the QR code. QR code. Thank you, everyone. Have a wonderful weekend. Okay.